All right, back on. So hopefully that's recording. So to record on one and just, it's a mess. It's a mess, and then half the time, just deletes it. Whatever. It's my life. It's like not enough. Oh, good. And then it's like reconnecting. It's not enough to do one live, and then it doesn't let me save it on here, and so it's just like the hassle to get it up, right? Well, that sounds terrible. That sentence. That's not, Okay, so I'm waiting on Rose to join in. See, make sure that she's not already on here. There was some nonsense that happened with one of my favorites, and I was like, what is this? So I felt like I'm going to have her on to give her side, and let's see, hopefully that worked. And it's waiting. There you go. Hey.
Hi.
How are you?
I am good. Not letting it get me down.
This means a lot that you're coming on and doing this, because you are outspoken, and I just forgot again that you don't really like doing the live thing. But
it's out of my comfort zone for sure.
Yeah. I love it though. And I love that there's birds chirping in the background too. Like, where are you right now?
I'm outside. My kid's sleeping. So you can't be in the tiny trailer when your children are sleeping and talk loudly. You gotta be quiet. So I'm out here.
I completely understand. You don't really need an introduction. I feel like just about everybody who follows along with me likely already follows with you, So I guess, how's the weather over there, Rose?
It's beautiful.
Start with that.
Oh my gosh, it's been so beautiful. Felt like a late spring day yesterday.
Wonderful. What on earth? Okay, what happened? There is a woman who she's a, quote unquote, she's a skincare expert. Her name is Caroline Kierans. Did she gain access to your Instagram and then just started coming at you? What was the timeline with that?
Yeah, I've never been private. And now I'm realizing why you and Samantha had to go private. It's making a lot of sense to me now. So the first 2 days after I posted that post about the sun, there was nothing. I only had positive feedback. Like, there was really no one. And then I guess someone, she found it, saw it from someone's repost. And I didn't realize it for a while, and I started realizing that I was getting a ton of trolls. Yeah, I usually don't check my requests inbox very often, but I checked it one day, and I was like, oh my gosh, what is happening?
Yeah, because she's got a big account. She's got like 300,000 followers.
Yeah, so that's a lot. That's a lot of people coming through my page, and a lot of people who are clearly following her because they agree with her point of view. So just a lot of negativity. And it was a very bold, I understand that. It was very bold and controversial. And I probably didn't fully think it through beforehand. And looking back, in hindsight, I probably would have liked to have had created a document or something with some resource to send people who really want to actually read. But my intent is usually never to prove anything. It's usually just, I want to get people thinking. I want to get people to snap out of this fear mentality and start thinking for yourself, using your critical thinking skills. And but no, people want to be spoon-fed the research, which there's validity to that, because if you're going to make a claim like that, maybe you should back it up. So I get that, but at the same time, I don't owe anyone anything, and it is what it is. Like, yeah. I don't have enough time to sit there and spoon feed you the research, and people want to just maybe read one or two papers and be convinced one way or the other, but it's like, it doesn't work like that. Like, that it takes so long to go through everything and to actually put that into a format where I can, share it with people. That's a lot of time and a lot of work, and I'm already doing so much. I don't know. Yeah. So that's kind of where I'm at with it.
Yeah. Can you quickly go over, for those that are jumping in confused, what was the post that triggered so many people? Like, what did you say?
So I've been talking for quite a few weeks now about the sun and how it is not harmful to us. And it is actually extremely healing and obviously life-giving to this planet. And kind of just putting the idea out there like, hey, we are being lied to, and the sun is not actually harming us in the way that these industries are telling us that it is. And so I've been sharing this over the course of, a month or two. And I hadn't actually ever shared anything on my feed before. And so I did last Saturday. And it said the sun does not cause skin cancer. And blew people's minds in a good way for most, and in a really uncomfortable way for some people. And I think with people like Caroline, I don't know. I mean, she's really evil. Honestly, like it's just she's evil. She's a bully. But for most people, I think it's just fear comes up because if it's true, what does that mean for so many other things? And I think fear is just that first initial response that we have to something that's so uncomfortable like that. And I think for her, the fear came out as rage. How dare this person, make this statement. But those type of people have no interest in looking into it. They have no interest in reading the research. They don't want it to be true. It would ruin their entire life if it was true. So of course she's mad.
Like your post might as well have just said, the sun gives life, and then it would have gotten trolled regardless, But yeah, no, looking through her feed, she's promoting like perfumes. It's all kinds of skincare product that clearly is loaded with chemical. And so for somebody like you to come around to just be like, hey, it's not bad for us. Like, we need the sun. That kind of puts a dent in like her entire upsell, just a little bit.
Oh, exactly.
And,
yes.
And
they've given their lives. They've given their lives to their job, and so, oh my goodness, can you imagine though? I mean, I get it. It's upsetting, and you want anything for it to not be true. Yeah. Because you've built your whole life around your career, and if this is true, your whole career is a lie.
I mean, this is how big a deal the skin cancer thing is too. It's like the least of the cancers. Like when you hear somebody say that, not that it's not. Let me go back, or else I'm about to be trolled. It's just that it's so common, and you hear somebody has skin cancer. It's not as like as when you hear somebody's got brain cancer or going through, their pancreas, and that. I just feel like with her, I mean, this is how not important it is. It's such a huge industry now, the skincare cancer. Like dealing with people with insurance, first of all, melanoma, they had to rename it. It's on its own separate thing. Like it's not that big of a deal. Like if you have any kind of cancer, you can't really qualify for insurance. But if you have melanoma, it's okay. Like it's okay. We'll still work with you. We'll still insure you. And so to just get this triggered, I think that she's blocked you, right? She's blocked you at this point.
Well, I blocked her. I don't think she ever blocked me. I blocked her.
Okay, well.
I don't know. I haven't checked her page. I don't really intend to. I don't know. I know I have a permanent highlight on her page now, so that's fun. It's called Not Today, Satan.
Oh, yeah, I was seeing that. That's okay. You know that I have, there's some personal highlights dedicated to me out there, too. It's no big deal. It's no big deal.
Yeah.
But okay, her entire argument now is just bully tactics. There's nothing that she's using to make any she's not taking
and I've had
and saying, look, this is why she's incorrect. She's literally posting entire parts of her story that say vaccinate your kids. Like
totally.
It has
and I have
nothing
no
to do
problem. I have no problem with being public if people just want to look at my posts. That's fine. I don't feel violated by people looking at my posts, messaging me, and commenting. But when these trolls like her are going through all of my content and then picking it apart and posting it on their stories, like that feels violating. And that's why I went private, because that just feels like too much. And there's a lot of people doing that now. So I'm like, okay, that's enough. You can't go through my posts, comment on my kids. That just no. That I draw a line there.
So she never personally messaged you to have a conversation?
Oh no. Oh my gosh, no. That's not what people like that do. What was I going to say? Oh yeah, and then I'm sure you saw, it was really sad because in the middle of the story set that she did on me, she posted about her son being in the hospital for, I think it was mumps or meningitis. And she said it was because he didn't get his booster, meaning he got the MMR. So we all know you can get those diseases from the MMR. So that's just, it just shows her ignorance.
Yes.
You know, there's just so much ignorance. And one thing that I think I'm starting to point out to people, and I'm starting to, you know, say is that, you know, because you talk about the vaccine issue. We talk about the vaccine issue. We know it up and down. We know it like the back of our hand. We know that there's fraud and all of these things going on. But what I'm starting to realize, well, over the past few years, is that it's not just that industry. It's literally across the board. The cancer industry, the heart disease industry, yes. Every industry, the same exact system is happening. Exactly. Yes. It's all based on fraudulent science. And what I say is if you look at the science, if you actually take the time to read it, what the science says and what they're telling you is science are two entirely different things. Entirely different. It's like night and day. They're saying this, this, and this in the news. And then you look at the science, it's not true at all. It's just these marketing slogans that they're using, and it's not just about vaccines, it's about everything. And it's all based on this fear, and yeah, so it's upsetting to people. And it's like, we have to stop thinking of doctors and scientists in this one bubble where it's like they're God and they just know everything automatically because they're doctors and scientists. And we're not even singling any one of them out. It's like they just know, all of them collectively. They're just God. Like, no. We have to stop thinking like that.
Except for the ones that suddenly speak out against it, then they're not God anymore. They're suddenly clowns, and they're suddenly all of the terrible names. So for those who don't know, this woman, her name is Caroline Hirons, Hirons, and yeah, she's pretty much lost her mind when Rose made a claim that the sun is good for you and does not cause cancer. The sun gives life. It's literally you don't need a scientist. Try to put a seed in the ground. You know, it goes back to like basic just and see which seed grows better, the one in the part of your garden that gets no sunlight or the one that gets sunlight. And just, you know, it's for me, okay, I gotta point out here with her bullying tactics, right, for her not today Satan type thing. She says this on her page, okay, that your accounts should be shut down and taken away. No, I don't believe in freedom of speech when your speech is dangerous. So she labeled you dangerous. Like, your way of thinking and to make a claim like that the sun gives life is dangerous. And she's just like holding on. Obviously, she's not going to change her mind. There are no different opinions when it comes to science. There are facts. And I love this because the same people that will spew that you have to believe the science will simultaneously not even look at the science on the other side, the hard science that proves that their science is a little bit sketch.
Nope, only the industry-funded science is what they're citing. That's it. They don't go beyond, and they won't, because they're trained to think that way.
This is scary. But, yeah, I think perfect timing, too, because she's got, like, a bunch of SPF stuff recently up on her page. Like, she was promoting SPF.
I have no idea. I did not go through her stuff, honestly. I saw my stuff, and I was out of there. I was like, peace. I cannot look through this.
That's terrible. And I'm not like, trying to be like all involved in the drama or anything. It's just, I was getting tagged by a lot of people going, oh my gosh, did you see what's happening to Rose? And then when I was seeing it, I was like, why would anybody attack Rose? Like, she just like chills, you know, rolls around in the grass all day long with her kids. And she's just like so beautiful and has like this perfect, just, why are people attacking her? And then of course, you know, so I'm like this heckler now in the sidelines, just like, I had to go in and see like, who is the person that's doing this?
Oh my goodness.
So
when I first saw it, it's not fun. It's not fun.
No.
And then I saw that she was going after, and I've been following toxins.
Oh, wait, you kind of froze. I'm gonna wait till it's not loading. You guys, can you still see Rose? Because there's a bit of a freeze on my end. Hopefully it comes back. Rose. Back on. Oh, okay. Rose, if you can hear me, try to jump back on. Can you guys hear me still? Hopefully I don't know. Yeah, she jumped off and now I gotta wait till she comes back on. So, darn. Yeah, she's amazing. And this woman is seriously bullying her right now. You guys, I'm gonna flip the screen here too. This is the bully right now on the internet, okay? Who's went after her, right? But she obviously sells a bunch of skincare stuff, and her posts are just terrible lately. What she's saying. Oh, here, Rose is back. Okay, awesome. Let's get you back on because you know what happened there. It's probably from being in the wilderness with no access to amazing 5G. There, I can see you again. I can hear you at least. Oh no. It's like rolling. The little thing is rolling here. Darn. Rose, you Rose to get back on. While I wait for her to get back on, let's look into you, Caroline. Terrible. And then look at her other highlights, okay? Oh, so first of all, all she can say is what this woman is saying is dangerous and she has no proof. Science is science. And then you're thinking, okay, let's wait for this highlight. This is going to get good. Caroline is going to convince us that the sun is terrible and the sun does cause skin cancer. So you're scrolling and you're waiting because she's going, when it comes to science, there are facts. And you're like, all right, let's see some facts. So you click, you're like, wait, why is she talking about mushrooms now? Okay. Oh, so now she's calling Rose a nut job. Okay, fact. Oh, and then look at this. Look at this. And obviously they are all anti-vaxxers. My favorite kind of Dr. Google keyboard warriors, absolute effing salads. Okay? So you're like, oh, that's terrible that she would just resort to like name calling, and I don't know what the anti-vax thing has to do with the sun thing, but let's keep going. What else do you got going on here? Wear your SPF. Yeah, okay. So let us know why. Oh. So you're not going to talk about the sun. But it looks like it's not over. Oh, wait, it's over. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. So you ended it with this. That's how you ended it. Welcome, or thank you for coming to my TED. So you didn't prove anything either. And then she goes and attacks Rose's page again, and it's like the last thing standing between measles, mumps, smallpox, whooping cough, and your kid dying is a vaccine. You're kind of like, can you show us the children that are just up and dying who have not been vaccinated? And then nothing. Weak arguments. Oh, but then a frustrated face. A frustrated face. That's it. That's all we get. That's all we get. I'm gonna GIF this. Can somebody GIF this? That look, I don't want to jump to conclusions or anything here, but that looks like a vaccine injury side effect. I know. Now you know what? Some days you catch me and I'm like, here's facts. And some days you catch me and I'm just like so petty. You know, Talia, been really petty on here. And I'm going, I'm so petty. I'm getting so petty right now. This lady. this lady, apparently you can't make claims like that against an industry or you're suddenly a dangerous person. And I wish Rose could get her connection going. I have to have you back on anyway, Rose, because now that you're private, which you should have been for a long time, we could maybe now trigger everyone again with that ultrasound talk that we've been meaning to do, because Rose is the one that I've wanted to do the ultrasound talk with. And maybe this is just like perfect timing. So it's okay, Rose, you know, protect yourself with proper discretion, not so much with sunscreen. And we're going to definitely, but this woman, really, you guys, she is now on my, I have, there's, my list is like racking up right now. I got Lorena, I got her husband, Nathan, okay? And now this troglodyte. You know, Sesame Street character, which one are you? I'm clearly that old man that sits in the movie theater booth with the other old man friend, just like, ah. If you couldn't figure that one out. This Nathan Fletcher thing too, you guys, it's kind of crazy. I'll have to jump back on and do another live with Rose because I'm not seeing her, her posts here. But I'm so sorry, Rose, that you're being treated this way by a complete bully who has zero facts. And that is exactly, those are the leaders in that movement too. Like, look at who their leaders are. The Z-Dog, that Doc Z-Dog, you guys, he's blocked me from like 10 of my social media accounts at this point. And all I'm doing is asking him questions and he just can't answer them correctly. So he has to make fun of me and then block me. So I'm like, running to all my alternate accounts, and this is who these doctors, this is who they want on their team, you know, fighting for them. These guys that'll block like a measly little account. It's so terrible. And I see F Toxins is on here. So, hey, F Toxins, I didn't realize that you, oh yeah, if you're blocked by Z-Dog, it's okay. Consider that a compliment. He looks like Uncle Fester's like love child, right? But F Toxins, realizing now you're two people, and we've got to also like connect, because I think that she attacked you as well. She was attacking your page as well, and like from the looks of it, what you guys are doing is incredible, and you're just trying to make better choices and better your lives and your situation. Before I jump off this live, you guys, don't go quoting me. I'm not like making any claims quite yet. I don't want people, oh my gosh, look at what Talia's saying. Actually, I don't even care. I don't even care anymore. I got to say this on here because I want you guys to also take the time to look into this. So if you're not following Red Pill Revolution, right, this post was up the other day. She made this post of Lorena Fletcher, right? Lorena Fletcher with Bill Clinton. If you guys are following on Pizzagate, pedogate, whatever, you know that the Clintons are dirty scum. Oh my gosh, I shouldn't maybe say that on here because I'm going to get on a hit list. But okay, so she obviously is like, every terrible politician is on her team. You're talking Gavin Newsom. You're talking down to Jerry Brown. And so I got issues here because WikiLeaks, if you're following along with the John Podesta emails, this guy is a creep. Podesta is literally engaging in child sex trafficking, and I don't know how he is still around and out. And many of you are woke on here, so I'm going to go ahead and just say what I have to say. There was this email released from WikiLeaks, okay, on Red Pill Revolution, and here's the date, and also Lorena's old cell phone number is on here, but whatever. Okay. So from Nathan at nathanfletcher.com on August 25 of 2015, he writes to John Podesta, okay? This is what he writes in. It was a pleasure to meet you in Vegas. Please let me know if I can ever help you or the Clinton campaign. On a separate note, check out this story from Atlantic recently. And he tags a story that the Atlantic did on Lorena Gonzalez. Lorena is one of my closest friends. And in this 2015 period, I think that he was just starting to date Lorena. Okay, people are like, oh yeah, her husband. No, they are recently wed as of like the past 2 to 3 years. And he puts on here, Lorena is one of my closest friends. She is a former labor leader and environmental attorney and currently in the state legislature. I know California is not a target state, but Lorena is a force in the Latino and progressive community, because we all know how she rode on the backs of the Latinos and went on this crusade. And that's like what garnered in all of her votes and got her to where she is today, where she recently backstabbed the Latino community and is taking away their medical freedoms. So that sentence is key in here. Lorena is a force in the Latino and progressive community. She is also not a natural Clinton supporter. She was Edwards in 2008 until the implosion. Her heart would be with Sanders or even Biden. I have so many thoughts, but she wants to win and is pragmatic in that regard. And then he highlights this too. Or this was highlighted from the WikiLeaks. I think a 2-minute phone call from you or your Secretary Clinton, if possible, could get her engaged. She would also be a great surrogate you could send on the road to organize labor groups, Latinos, or progressives. This is clearly their target audience, which is very interesting because the progressives, all of these my body, my choice people are literally being duped because you don't have really any choice. Now, I'm not done with Nathan Fletcher, okay? Because timeline-wise, he sends that email off, and within a year and a half, he's now married to Lorena Gonzalez, and he was a professor at a San Diego university, okay? I'm telling you guys, look into this all yourself and look into it now and screenshot stuff now before he removes everything. But I'm not going to say that their marriage was for political reasons. But next thing you know, after that WikiLeaks email, and then after after he sends that out to John Podesta within a 6-month time frame, she's there meeting and cozying up to the Clintons, who she didn't support, okay? And look at his timeline. When you're scrolling through this guy's timeline, you're seeing, okay, yeah, he was a professor. Oh, look, he's going to like Clinton rallies. He's starting to get involved in like, oh, yeah, there's a picture of him like with Obama. And then next thing you know, he's dating Lorena Gonzalez and they're getting married. And okay, that's great. I'm not saying it's not true love. I'm not saying that they're not having very passionate lovemaking. I'm not saying any of that. I'm not saying any of that. Why are you guys thinking that way? Don't think like that. But I am going to say that this is like the weirdest, most bizarre version of step-by-step politics that I have seen in recent. Because now they're together, and then guess what? Keep scrolling through his timeline. After they get together, after they get married, within the following year, she's helping swear him in to now he's also in politics, and he is now advocating, and he went and ran, and it's like, I'm just saying is all. I'm just saying. Maybe this guy, it was very beneficial in him marrying a progressive Latina who's got a huge pull in San Diego, which hopefully goes away soon. And look at them. Now they're all, they surround themselves with the likes of the worst of California. Jerry Brown, okay? Governor Newsom. These people are on their side. So yes, these bills are going to pass. Yes, these lowlives are the ones that continue to push these bills. And exactly, need to stop calling her Latina. There was another post on here. Please don't say you deleted this, because what happened is he posts up, he's the one that takes it upon himself because he's now defending his wife, right? So he's posted up stuff about, oh, Rob Schneider, I'm going to debate Rob Schneider. I'm going to debate Deuce Bigelow, Male Gigolo. And you're going, what? Why would you want to debate Deuce Bigelow? Like, I mean, I know that Rob Schneider is like, I'm so happy that he makes pretty valid points, and he's got to be quite informed, because I've seen even like some of the documentary and work that he's done, but it's just like, it's all so bizarre, right? This guy's running, he's got all this political interest, and then we find out in January of this year that they had family photos that they had to take, right? They were all outside at a park, not their backyard, which they tried to take back. and it's on Twitter that they were all suffering from the norovirus, which is highly contagious, and it causes diarrhea, nausea, dizziness. It's transferred from person to person, being in contact with. Why are they not afraid of the norovirus? Obviously, there's no vaccine for the norovirus, so it wasn't that big of a deal because they were out in public taking pictures, right? And you're just going like, from a photographer, I'm very offended right now. You seriously could have given your photographer norovirus, but you didn't seem to care. And they don't care. Why I had to restart up my Twitter again. Because here's the thing, Twitter currently is a platform that a lot of politicians are using. So I was going, we're not utilizing Twitter because obviously it's not as fun. Twitter kind of sucks. But this is where all these politicians are. Like Podesta himself has a page, and what's great about these Twitter accounts is you can retweet what they're saying, you can tweet them back, and you save it. And if they can't delete it, Now it's on your page. It's up to you to delete if you want to. But once you've retweeted something, they got nothing. And I'm pulling it. Please, Nathan, please don't tell me that you deleted this yet, because I think I screenshot it on my other phone. The other day they were out in Disneyland. So now their campaign is that they're spewing that the measles are super dangerous. That's their new thing. Measles are super dangerous. The science is settled. The measles are dangerous. And they're out in Disneyland, right? And he deleted my comment. First of all, he deleted my comment because I was like, this is so brave of you guys to be in Disneyland right now, knowing full well that there's anti-vaxxers out there with their unvaccinated kids in Disneyland. Deletes the comment, and then I asked him, why'd you delete the comment? And he goes, it had nothing to do with my family picture, and I've been advised by lawyers to delete any threats because we're getting death threats. And I'm going, seriously, who's sending you guys death threats? When Lorena put her stamp on that bill on SB 276, she literally signed over some death threats herself, okay? I mean, she signed over a sentence to children who now already have the medical exempt and are gonna have to go and get re-qualified for this. So he posted this picture too, then here, this one. Look at me, you guys. I'm terrible. Okay, February 2 of 2015. He posts this photo. I'm not sure that he knows of that kid or whatever, but I'm gonna show you what it says on the top. This is preventable. Vaccinate your children. And here's his caption. I can't send my son to school with a peanut butter sandwich. I hate this argument. Due to the fear of peanut allergy, but other parents can send their kids to school with measles due to ignorance. Get your kids vaccinated or keep them at home where they are only a danger to you. So what you're saying, there's a lot of things wrong here, Nathan, but what you're saying is you're of the belief that, first of all, measles only spreads in public schools, right? You're also saying that anti-vax parents, we like to pack measles sandwiches in our kids' lunch boxes. Oh yeah, I always pack a side of measles in my kids' lunchbox, right? Their little yogurt push pop is freaking loaded with the measles. That's what they're bringing to school. It's complete ignorance. And so I'm saving this stuff because hashtag science, hashtag measles that he spelled wrong, hashtag vaccines work, health, safety, kids, common sense. This picture doesn't even prove. What is this picture proving? This is likely a vaccine injury, P.S. He's not giving us a backstory on this, saying that this kid, like, is that what it looks like with the measles? Because your entire topic here, or your entire caption is regarding the measles and how dangerous they are. And this kid has not even one spotted rash on his face. Not one. But you're going, oh, this guy, and he's a professor at a university. Oh my gosh. He is in charge of molding minds. I can't. This whole family, right? I'm about to get blocked probably from his profile too. But if you can get on his profile, if you guys can start saving some of this stuff, showcasing the hypocrisy in this, because this is them in Disneyland, right? This is them in Disneyland, out and about. We're out in Disneyland having the best time ever. And you're going, aren't you afraid? Like, aren't you scared to go out in public right now with all these outbreaks? This is crazy. May the force be with you. May the common sense be with you. How about that? And now he's saying, like, no one is sending him death threats, okay? They're the ones that are putting, like, a sentence mark on these kids. So I have to, like, jump back and forth now from all my accounts. You know? This is terrible. This is terrible. I shouldn't have to make alternate accounts because you politicians and you doctors are not wanting to answer my simple questions. And I'm not wishing ill on your children. I called you brave. How dare you? Just how dare you? And I'm not buying it. I'm not buying this true love thing. I'm just not. So there you go. I'm being petty on some of this too. I'm being petty. Whatever. This isn't even the level of pettiness I want to get to with this. I can go so low. I can go so low, but and this is me after CBD and after prayer this morning. P.S. Like, God, can you just, I know that, but you know too. And you know, okay. And that's what I do all the time, all day long. So he's literally, right now, my conscience is like this, and he's going, don't say that, don't say it. You guys are like, go. No, I can't. But I can't. But you guys now all know that they have these ties to the pedophiles. You got to tie, I love Lou Gracie, right? She's just Red Pill Revolution. Please be following her already. She's fantastic, and she's just so unafraid. Her and I just are petty levels. But she, she's way worse than me. She said, being proud of a photo op with Bill Clinton is similar to being proud of a photo op with a steaming pile of shit. Because truly, those are the people on your team. Those are the ones. And then we all know already, this deep state is in big trouble. You got Nathan Fletcher, the husband of Lorena Gonzalez, with email ties to John Podesta, okay? Pedophiles. These kids are sex trafficking. These guys are sex trafficking children, and that is known. It is out there. So you're already like, oh my gosh, they do not care about the children. This was all orchestrated. And now, way to go, Lorena. Way to go and piss off all these parents and gaslight them, because you're just highlighting everything right now. You're highlighting a lot of other stuff about your life that we're just forced to look into right now. We're just being, I didn't do it. I didn't want to do any of this. Here's the freaking thing. This is where I'm going to end with, okay? None of us would be doing any of this stuff. We would just be carrying on with our flipping summers if you just left our rights alone. But no, you had to poke the bear, Lorena. You had to poke the bear. And this is what happens. This is what happens now. Now you got me fired up, because now you're gonna try to block my comments and ban me from your feed. No. Everything that she's doing, I've just gotta watch her, California, and especially San Diego. How dare you guys? This is where I'm from. How dare you guys elect a person like this? And her husband too. You cannot one day gaslight a bunch of parents of vaccine-injured children and the next day post up love is love and let people do what they want and let people live like they want. You can't do things like that. You cannot do things like that and get away with it and be a public figure. Everything that you do that is hypocritical to what you just did, we're going to call you out on. We are going to call you out on, and you deserve what is coming to you. You deserve it. And now your husband wants to get involved and play around too. Well, he deserves all of us fact checking and looking at this stuff too, realizing that this was an arranged marriage. Okay, I can say this stuff because I'm not running for politics, and I already admitted on this live that I'm about to be really petty. But this is an arranged marriage. Okay, look at the timeline. Oh, hi, John Podesta. I got this really great progressive Latina that I know, and it's 2015, and she's great. Oh, but within a year from now, I'm going to be married to her. And then within a year from that, I'm going to be also now sworn in by her, because she's got some pull with the progressives and with the Latino community. That's not political at all. That's not a political move at all. You two are not making love. Oh no, I said I wasn't gonna say it, and I did. They're not. But you know that they're not. Nathan Fletcher, had you just made love to her, you know, she probably wouldn't have treated all of these people, like all these parents like that day. I don't play. Yeah, Lorena, we know you don't play. We know you don't foreplay. We know you don't play. We know that you don't play all day. You just... All right, I'm getting really petty on this. I gotta go. I gotta figure out some stuff. Their marriage is a sham. Start looking it up and start screenshotting all of that history. His timeline proves that this was a setup, okay? Just proves it. Sometimes I'm informative, you guys, and sometimes I just lose it. All right, we'll chat soon. Lyra, we have to be on a chat soon too about Lorena. Okay, we got to get on there because California needs to know what to do, and we are going to kill that, and we are going, not her, sorry, that's not a death threat. Kill the bill, let me be specific, and we can't. California, you're done. You have to stop electing in morons like this that are clearly vying for your, she's going after the fact that, like, oh, you're Latino, I'm Latino. Stop already. Stop with this. Someone needs to come and make love to me right now. Saying that really loud. Jeff can hear me. He's in the... Okay. We'll chat soon. Bye, guys.